Chelsea 2, Fulham 0, but we got lucky. The reality is Chelsea Football Club got absolutely lucky. VAR did a number on Fulham. People are going to tell me I'm a fake fan. I'm not a fake fan. I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. If those decisions went against us, my head would be hot. I would be on Mars. Chelsea Football Club beat Fulham, but VAR assist. The first one is not a foul. The same thing happened to Paqueta last week. And guess what? When it went in our favour, we accepted it. It should have went in Fulham's favour. The second one, what's Cess meant to do? Cut his hands off? Let's be serious here. But Enzo Fernandez, penalty goal after a stinker. Joao Pedro, excellent goal, excellent performance. Esteval showed glimpses. We are absolutely stealing a victory, and guess what? I love it. I don't care. But before we get on with the good, the bad, and the downright ugly, I've got an update for you guys on our new signing in Buonanotte. You will see who I'm talking about later on. Nicholas Jackson has gone to Bayern Munich for a stupendous loan fee plus an option to buy. That is crazy. And we finally understand why we selected Garnacho over Xavi Simmons. A lot of you are gonna not like the answer. I don't like it. You will see it though. But before we get started, we are 20 people away. 43,000. Can you subscribe right now? I would greatly appreciate it. Do it now. Hit that like button. There is nothing for you lot to be mad about. And we will break down the performance, but see you on the other side. Because Nicholas Jackson, here we go, to Bayern Munich, was released this morning. What does the deal entail? Let me tell you. Number one, Nicholas Jackson is going on a loan. The loan is with an option. It is 15 million euros to go on loan, plus 65 million euros option to buy. If Jackson doesn't play, there are penalties assigned. If Jackson performs over what they were expecting, there are penalties assigned. Identically, just on a basic basis, Chelsea have made sure they're going to get paid for Nicholas Jackson. What I think was a hold-up was Chelsea wanted 80 million euro. They looked at Sesko, they looked at TK, and they said, look, if they're worth this kind of money, my boy's worth that kind of money too. There were no clubs available to pay the money. The market dried up. Bayern Munich capitalized and got a brilliant loan. A lot of people are going to say, why are Bayern doing this? Bayern have got a lot of injuries. Bayern need coverage until Musiala comes back. They sold Kingsley Coman. I think Gnabry's hurt again. And they literally have got like 4 attackers. So Jackson will get an ample amount of opportunities and game time at least until January, till Musiala returns, if not later. The big thing here now is, because a lot of people are saying this is a bad deal, this is a great deal. Number one, Jackson gets to go play for Bayern Munich. He gets another big team on his CV, meaning if he plays badly, he's been at Chelsea, he's been at Bayern Munich, some other team like a Newcastle or Aston Villa will always take an opportunity, pay 50 million for him and take him, because once you get those big clubs on your CV, trust me, it is very, very easy to get another opportunity. It's very easy to get a second, a third, a fourth chance. Joao Felix is the epitome of it. How many chances did he get purely based on his talent and the kind of clubs he's played for? That's just truth. It comes from his fan. Number two, if he performs well, Bayern pay a stupid amount of money for him next year and take it. And the other one, if Bayern don't want to pay and he performs well, he comes back. He can never be reintegrated. They made that clear. But we can resell him for a huge, genuinely, clubs will always look for strikers. Premier League money will dictate that there will always be a market, especially if you try to offload him in June or July. These lot weren't trying to offload him then. We were too busy at the Club World Cup. What happened was they made it clear later down the line. They were being sneaky with it. If you isolate him, it will be done. Certain people will say, can we reintegrate him? I think that ship has sailed. They've got Delap, they've got Joao Pedro, and today, one of the people in the comments regularly, Montel, me and him always talk in the DMs about football, what he tells me is, Chelsea have already got a pre-deal with Omega, and he's spot on. They already had an agreement with Omega to come in. Omega's going to be the third choice, if not flipped. Omega literally has had had 2 seasons in a double digits goals. Now he's going to have another year, and he's already started it on fire. Meaning, he could come to Chelsea with 20 Ligue 1 goals. He's going to get an opportunity. There will definitely be a space for him, and they've already pre-agreed a deal. So, Jackson's time at Chelsea is done. The next story is regarding the Xavi Simmons deal, and I had, I think politely put, my version of a meltdown. Like, I wasn't tapping tobes, I wasn't threatening to blow up airports, I was not walking on the street. I was here, but I was triggered. And if you want to go see it, at the end of the video, I would call it in. A lot of people said it's my best video yet. A lot of people said it was the most entertaining. You know which side of the fence. Rivals thought it was entertaining. People that watch the channel, love Chelsea, most probably agreed with a lot of what I said. You can go check it out. But what has happened is Nazir Cancela has come out with something that I will say is very convenient. And the convenience here is that because Chelsea paid a £26 million fee that essentially is a punishment to UEFA, they had to balance the books. And reading between the lines, Nkunku and Jackson didn't go for the money that they expected. Hence, they had to pick between Garnacho and Simmons. They picked Garnacho over Simmons. What I'm going to say is, fair enough. If that's what you want to do, if that's the narrative you want to push there, be my guest. However, you made your decision. If Garnacho flops and Simmons bangs, I will hold you accountable. If Garnacho bangs and Simmons flops, I will say congratulations, you made the right decision. If they both do well, we made the right decision. Could have had both if you managed your money better. But we need to be open and honest. From now on, whatever gets released in the news, we are going to be more critical than ever. Because what this has shown me is Fabrizio, Ornstein, Fabrice Hawkins, less so Fabrice Hawkins. The news that they're coming out with is very inconsistent. 1 minute X, next minute Y, the next minute W. You don't know what angle we're going out. You don't know what letter we're going out. You don't know where we're doing. You don't know what we're doing. It is absolutely infuriating. It blows my head off, man. It absolutely is nasty. I don't like it. However, the replacement for Xavi Simmons was signed yesterday. And what happened was we are getting Facundo Buonanotte. A lot of people are going to say who? I'm going to tell you it's a 20-year-old Argentinian from Brighton. Yes, take a shot. Chelsea have secured Buonanotte from Brighton on a dry loan. Yes, let me reiterate, on a dry loan. No option to buy. There's a clause that if someone else comes in for him, the fee that is accepted can be triggered by Chelsea and they can get him. But that won't happen unless he's something special. And what I'm going to explain to you is why they've done this. Chelsea Football Club, in my opinion, have realised they've got an asset in Kendry Pies and they've realised Kenda's coming back next year. What they're going to do, and this is so blatant already, is the Andre Santos and Estevao. If Kenda and Kendry Pies develop the way they're expected to develop, next year they're ready for the squad. They're going to come in, we're going to have Neto, Estevao, Kenda. For the wing positions, one of Garnacho or Gittins will leave. Mark my word. Bookmark this, come back to it. One of them will be sold on. Then, you're going to have Pies behind Cole Palmer, and he can also play on the wings the same way Palmer can on the right wing. That will be moving forward. What Buonanotte allows you to do is get cover for the left, cover for the right, cover for the 10. On a dry loan, I'll take it. I don't expect him to play much. Palmer never gets subbed. I've always said, I don't know how many minutes Simmons was going to play. However, the idea of him playing on the left and interchanging on Cole Palmer and Palmer going to the right and Estevao coming in the middle sounded brilliant. It gave us a different dimension, and the level of talent Simmons was, it's what I wanted to see with a Joao Felix and an Nkunku, but it never happened. Now it didn't happen. It is what it is. In essence, what ended up happening is Chelsea agreed that dry loan and decided to get Strasbourg to purchase Enciso. Enciso's deal was back on. He has gone to Strasbourg after he failed the medical. For some reason now he's going. Think of that what you wait. It's all for you lot to decide. Let your imaginations go crazy. But Buonanotte is now a Chelsea player and he will be playing in the forward line as a backup. That is the latest news. I hope now you can hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, you got your fix, and enjoy the match reaction. I hope it's a positive one. As you can guess, I filmed it beforehand. Moving. Let's get into the good. Look, 3 points are 3 points. It doesn't matter how they come. It doesn't matter where they come. And it doesn't matter whether you win 5-1 or you do your ugliest and you win 2-0. Look, at the end of the day, when you think about the game, was it pretty? No, not really. Was there a clean sheet? Yeah, there was. Was there good moments that give us hope for going future? Yeah, but there's 3 points. The league now says 7 points for Chelsea. And what was beautiful about this ugly win? Character. Last year, we dropped points. Last year, we fall behind. Last year, we get humiliated in this game. We walk away in a valiant effort. Oh, Chelsea done okay. Oh, Chelsea done this. Oh, Chelsea done that. This year, we're walking away with, you know what? We showed maturity. And let me give you examples of what maturity is. When it matters, big players step up. Robert Sanchez, 0-0. Ball goes out wide. Cesc crosses it. Muniz hits it. Rob doesn't know he's offside. Makes himself massive. Huge block. Great save. Then 0-0, overlap on the right hand side, cut back, then it goes to Lukic. Lukic thinks he's going to score. Caicedo out of nowhere, Robert Sanchez kissed his bald head with pleasure. He said, you saved the goal there. Character. Then, what does that end up doing? It ends up giving you the ability to stay in games. When you stay in games, you end up becoming set piece FC and you can nick a goal and it just changes the direction of the game. And that's exactly what happened. In the first half, we stayed in the game. Moises Caicedo will not get the praise. He was brilliant. Man of the match was Joao Pedro. I'm telling you right now, the close second was Moises Caicedo. In possession, off the ball, leadership, everything you want. We need to give this guy more recognition. Last week, he got it because he got a goal. This week, he was better than last week. Wonderful, wonderful. Unsung hero. And it's mad for me that I say that because we all adore him. He's not praised enough. What ends up happening? When you're playing ugly, you need your individuals to step up. Last year, no Palmer. There's a drama. There's a panorama. However, this time, what happens? In the first half, moments, glimpses. Give the ball to Estevao. One-on-one with Bassi. He'll take him on. Creates an opportunity. Give the ball to Joao Pedro. Holds the ball up. Reliable in possession. Switching the play. Creating isolations. Takes a shot. Making something happen. Keeps them accountable. And overall, whilst you always pack a punch and a threat, no matter how ugly the game is, individual brilliance will 9 out of 10 come to the surface. And in this case, that's exactly what happened. We win a corner, and this is the next big thing. We have started being threatening from corners. You see that Brentford coach we hired, and last year everyone was like, I don't know what he's doing. Well, this year, I'm going to reiterate again, we have started becoming a threat from corners. First corner. Comes in, Toussaint's there, Toussaint tries to header it, just misses it, hits the shoulder, goes over the top. No problem, should have scored, should have been 1-0. Then, another cross comes in, Chalobah flicks it on, pinball in the box, drops to George. George swings his left foot at it, good save from Bernd Leno. Goes out for another corner. The subsequent corner, Enzo Fernandez crosses it in, and guess what? Joao Pedro's there, 6-yard box, close to the keeper, comes out, lovely little header. Jinga, 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 wonderful, we are dancing, dashiti, everyone's happy. 1-0, we're going in at half-time, everyone can't believe their luck. People now are going to say, you know what, Alex, that was a good first half. I'm going to say it was a lucky first half. We came away ugly victors, and I love it. They all mean the same. 3 points is 3 points. It don't matter. You secure the team. You make sure you do your job. You make sure you get your points. And what I loved was, we have a manager, I can count to fix it in the second half. And guess what he did? He fixed it. Did he even struggle to fix it? Not at all, geezer. What he said was, listen up, broski, we're going to change this a little bit. Estevao, you see you trying to hug the touchline? I'm going to need you to come in, roam a little bit. Gusto, hold the width a bit more. And in the meantime, Joao Pedro, get involved a little bit more in the roaming area as well. But you, Enzo, who had a stinker in that first half, drop deeper. Dictate the play. Be Benfica Enzo. And guess what? Benfica Enzo came into fruition a bit more. We had a half-an-hour spell where the game was dead. We killed it off. Absolutely no threat. At the end, obviously, Fulham built up a little bit of head of steam. And as they do, they showed fight the way Premier League clubs do. But Maresca's tactics switched the game. You need to understand, in the Premier League, there are certain teams you need to respect. There are certain teams that come to your ground, they're going to make it difficult, and you need to earn a victory. Fulham is one of those teams. I have so much respect for Fulham. You don't understand. Marco Silva is a great coach. They're a physically imposing team. They get more out of less. And that, for me, epitomizes how good they are. They deserve so much praise. And for me, unsung heroes today, Chalobah, Toussaint, Cucurella, Gusto. Back four, Caicedo, Sanchez, done their jobs. Today, Bob did not even give me a little tingle of a heart attack. I was fully fine. I was genuinely enjoying watching him play football. What a goalkeeper today. No criticism. Back another clean sheet in 3 games. 2 clean sheets. Wonderful. Toussaint, imposing. Muniz kept him at bay all game. Raul Jimenez came on. Broski, I'll slap your head off, bro. Who are you trying to talk to? Toussaint, uncled him. Absolutely, listen, remember, yeah, you're older than me, but I'm your uncle, bruv. Behave. And then Chalobah's just getting better with age. You're getting better with more confidence on the ball. Wins a penalty. Enzo Fernandez converted it. For me, though, Cucurella and Gusto, just 7 out of 10s. You don't need more. And I love to see it. Absolutely lovely, lovely, lovely see. And what's really bad, and we need to talk about it, is the fact that, number one, I need more from Neto. And people are going to say, Alex, you're being harsh. No. I am not being harsh. Did you see when I said, I want individual brilliance from Estevao, and I want individual brilliance from Joao Pedro? Yeah, you all noticed that. Why did I have to leave Neto out of that? Broski, at what point am I going to get some element of consistency out of you? I love that you scored last week. I love that you contributed last week, but the first game of the season at home, against Palace, anonymous. Second game, you stepped up. Third game, broski, what did you do? What did you do in this game? You ran your kilometers, You got your steps in, you did your defensive contributions, but you need to remember you're not Gabriel Martinelli. You'll play for Chelsea. I need you to contribute to goals. I need you to contribute to assists. I need you to contribute to creating chances. The excuse that I play on the left doesn't work because when Estevao goes to the left, he gets involved. When Joao Pedro goes to the 10, left, right, 9, he gets involved. I need you more involved. It's not getting at you. That's why you're in the bad, not in the ugly. The other thing, the lad pulled his hamstring. All of a sudden, the Jackson fanboys came out. Should have kept Jackson. Listen, he pulled his hamstring. I don't think he tore it. If he tore it, he wouldn't be walking. He's going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks. Guess what it is? An international week. International week, meaning they're off next week and the week after that. 2 weeks. He might miss the next game. He will be back. Do not panic. This happens. This is why you have a squad. And in this squad, we need to make a decision now. Is Tyreek George the emergency third choice? Or, the big or, should Maheka getting promoted? Because as it stands, Tyreek looks set to be leaved. And I'm not going to lie to you, I was annoyed when Tyreek came. Because for me, it was, you have 60 million Bino Gittins on the bench. Why did you purchase him for 60 million euros if in an emergency, he can go left wing, Neto can go right, Estevao can go 10, Joao Pedro can go 9. No, you reverted to the Cobham kid. So why is the Cobham kid not getting an opportunity now? That's the question. It was one that I had to ask. People didn't like it. People said, oh, you want Tyreek George at number 9. George is not a 9. George is an inside forward. He's not a 9. He's not a left winger. Why are you doing this? Like, play by no Gittins. It's as simple as that. The ugly. VAR. This isn't going to be popular. People aren't going to like it. We absolutely robbed Fulham today. Chelsea robbed Fulham. And people are going to say, no, we didn't. You're wrong. We did. The first goal, King's goal, he stepped on Chalobah. 100%, right? What is the difference between that and what Chalobah did to Paqueta last week? It was and I said last week, right? That's a fair challenge. Paqueta didn't have control of the ball. So Chalobah just blocked him off a bit. It's fine. I do not think there's much of a difference. We got away with one. It's fine to admit it. Who cares? We won. All I'm going to say is VAR needed to do better. It was a clean goal. They deserved the goal. Secondly, the Enzo Fernandez penalty. Enzo Fernandez penalty, in my opinion, what is Cess meant to do? What is Sessegnon meant to do? He jumps. His arms aren't YMCA. His arms are kind of in. He's jumping motion, right? He's turning his back. There is no way, unless you chop his arms off, he's meant to have his arms jumping with full force like that. That's not a penalty. If we start giving penalties for those and it goes against us in a Champions League semi-final, mum's life, my brain's gonna be opt. I am going to be shouting. I am going to be super, super angry. I promise you on everything. Yeah? I will be vexed. Absolutely bamboozled and angry. I don't understand why people are saying you're not a Chelsea fan. Just because I'm a Chelsea fan does not mean I can't be objective. I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And that's the difference. I'm not going to be biased. I'm not going to lie to you. For me, we got the result. Great. 7 points. When that goes against us, you will be moaning. So let's be objective. Finally, Enzo Fernandez. Broski, we need to have a chat because what I saw from you today was diabolical, stinkery. That GNA is not going to cover what you do because you got an assist, you got a goal, and no me gusta, no más, no more. I need you to stop. This is the second game in 3. He's been abysmal. First half, he was abysmal. There is no way. The 3 counter-attacks, right, that we had, his touch let us down. In the second half, he had a good 20-minute spell. After that, you just reverted to type. Safe, secure, safe, secure. For me, I thought, hook him. Hook him at halftime, bring on Andre Santos. He didn't. He came out better. But boy, oh boy, what we saw in that first half. Hey, Maresca needs to run a tight ship. If you play like that, you need to come off. Because for me, you need to set stat. There can't be favoritism. Because I promise you, if Andre Santos did that, if Isugu did that, we would never see them again. And I know people are going to say that they've earned the right in Caicedo and Enzo and Palmer. You know, they've been there during the tough times. They've earned his trust. You don't give up on players. It's not giving up. It's keeping them accountable. You've got options. Use them. Make sure standards are here. This is how you win league titles. Look, a lot of people are going to tell me we're not in a title race. We are until we aren't. In this moment in time, we are in a title race. 3 games, 2 wins, 1 draw, 7 points, 7 goals. Me gusta. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yellow Blueta. I adore it. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Listen, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I hope you lot enjoyed the double upload. I'm not going to do that. It kills one of the videos, and I thought you guys would appreciate a longer video. So right here is the video about my reaction to Xavi Simmons. People said it's one of my best videos yet. Go check it out. Let me know your thoughts. Peace out. I'm out. Bye.